spot for Tanzania and Zanzibar. Oh, Bali. Oh, Dolores came with us to Bali. Yes, it was fabulous, darling. Oh, we had a fabulous time. Don has been with us to the Caribbean. Yes, Karen as well. Ursula went with us to Bali, and then Michelle just went with us to Wanted Woman Live. So yes, Karen said we've been to Costa Rica and Grenada. Y'all ain't playing no games, right? Y'all ain't playing no games. Welcome in, ladies. So let me shout out all the people who are here live. Hey, Sabrina, Dawn, Enyonam, Ursula, Carolyn, Jaquetta, Stacy, Lindsay, Dolores, Michelle, Karen, and Dion. I'm really excited that you guys made it in here. So the ladies are dropping in the chat how much fun they've had on our trips. So let me tell you, the reason why I decided, so Bali was last summer, right, y'all? And Jay, I'm still looking for this video. So Bali was last summer, right, y'all? And last summer we had a blast. We had such a good time. And you know, the attention to detail, we went across the world, y'all. It was about, what was it, like 8 of us, maybe? It was about 8 of us. And we turned the city upside down. We went all over, here to there. Then that was in July. And just 2 weeks ago, we did Wanted Woman Live in sunny South Florida, which was absolutely amazing and life-changing. So that's like our annual conference that we do in the fall. And then we have, the Wanted Woman Escape that happens in the spring to the Caribbean. So several of our ladies have traveled with us before. For some of you, you're like, well, I've never traveled with you, Coach Cass, but I just wanted to see if y'all were raggedy or not. Anybody here? Anybody here ever had some raggedy friends that's like, oh, we gonna go on the group trip. We going. Let me tell y'all a story. Y'all tell me if this sounds something that happened to you. I said to my friends one time that we were going to where? We were going to Thailand. I had 25 people tell me, sis, we going, we coming to Thailand. We are coming. We are coming. We are coming to Thailand. You know who went to Thailand? Me, my mama, my husband, and my baby. The 25 people never came. Anybody ever had an experience like that where you were planning a trip and just everybody went missing? Nobody budgeted, like they just all fell off. Like, what? We've been talking about this for 2 years now. I just don't understand, right? Or maybe you've been on a trip where people just budgeted enough to get there and then they forgot they got to eat, right? You know, it's just like crazy stuff. It only happens to me. Oh, okay, and your Nam knows, Lindsay knows. Okay, so y'all got better friends than I do. Hey, Rhonda. Y'all got better friends than I do. Hey, Phyllis. Right? So for those of you that are absolutely excited, how many of you have already been to the continent? Go ahead and drop me in the chat. Have you ever been to the continent of Africa? And if so, which countries have you been in? Which countries have you been to?
All right, ladies, this is going into the
Woo.
Tender Lodge.
We found one of the videos where it's like you giving us a tour of the lodge. Jay, you got that?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I think I got that one too.
You got that one too? Ah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to find the other one. We want to show y'all some footage, y'all, but right now the footage is missing. So that's that's what we're looking for right now. Okay, so we said South Africa, Zimbabwe. Okay, all right, Tanzania. Oh, you've been there? Yes. And when I say we can always go back, we can always go back. So here's the thing. I specifically chose Tanzania and Zanzibar because last year we went to Bali and I thought it was kind of unfair that we took a faraway trip and we didn't hit the continent. You know what I mean? Like you gotta know, right? So we gotta get to Africa. And I feel like it's important to destigmatize what Africa is and what it isn't. And it is an amazing continent full of plentiful countries that we need to visit and be a part of. But I also know y'all love the beach, right? So I said, before we do anything else, we got to make sure that we hit the beach in Africa. But like, yes, mom, yes, cousin, yes, sis, we out here at the beautiful beach. And people gonna be like, well, where are you? Is that, St. Martin? No, dear, no. I'm in Zanzibar, and that's how we have to say it. Zanzibar, right? Zanzibar. So we are hitting up 2 places, Tanzania, and then we're gonna fly over to Zanzibar. So I have a very simple video, right? And I'll look for the other videos while I'll introduce to my co-host here, Jay, right? So Jay is our official tour extraordinaire. He is the person that studies these countries and understands where we're going and making sure that we're safe. So I wanted to make sure to partner with someone to make sure that we were good, you know? So I'm gonna allow Jay to come on camera. I don't remember which country he's in right now, right? I think his home base is in DC. But Jay is someone that I trust, someone that I'm very grateful to partner with, and someone that will be leading the way for us to just have an amazing time on this trip. Come on, Jay, what you saying?
Hey, how's it going, Coach Cass?
Good.
Good. All right. Well, how's everybody doing? It's good to see so many people just interested in going. And, you know, the thing that is fascinating about East Africa, that's where Tanzania and Zanzibar are located, is that you get the best of two worlds. So you're able to get the best of the safari and that whole part of it, but then you get to Zanzibar, you get the beach, you get the Indian Ocean, and it's just a very relaxing vibe, especially when you get to Zanzibar. And so, how many people are familiar with the Serengeti? So I ask you that question first, the Serengeti. If you could put that type of one in the chat, if you are familiar with the Serengeti. And if you're not familiar with the Serengeti, anybody ever heard of a movie called The Lion King? So if you've heard of all right, there you go. If you've heard of The Lion King, then you are very familiar with the Serengeti because that is what the Lion King movie was based on. So the gorge and Pride Rock, and you saw all of the wildebeests and the giraffes and all of that is a part of the experience that you'll encounter when you get to Tanzania. So to kick off there in the Serengeti, and this is the wonderful part about it, is that you don't have to worry about anything. And something that Coach Cass was just talking about is really being comfortable, one, with your accommodations, because you are going on a retreat. So being comfortable with your accommodations, but then being able to soak up an experience. And it's not just a trip. Anybody can get on a plane and go anywhere. But what you're going to encounter, Coach Cass, I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures from the retreat that you
Wonder
Woman Live. Yes, I did. That's right. I was paying attention. That's right, and it looked great. I mean, it's something that when you see all of the faces and you saw the transformation that was taking place by way of the videos and the pictures. There's something special that you have going on, and it's evident in the responses from the ladies that you serve. And so what you're looking at coming next July in Tanzania and Zanzibar is on that same level. And we want to make sure that everybody has just a next level experience. So I want you to be thinking to yourself, this is an experience. This is not just going on a trip. And for some people, we've been in the rat race. We've been working and doing for everyone else and not really taking care of ourselves and not really giving ourselves the self-care that we need. So when you travel, the beautiful part about it is you get a chance to get outside of the same routine, the same daily routine. And then you get out and you look around and you say, wow, I didn't know this and I learned that. And then you have the sisterhood that's taking place. And that's the part where the relationships are being developed. And you see this happening over and over again, and you start to see it building up. And then because the reality is when we get to the end of our journey, the memories and the experiences, that's what we have. And then we can pass down the pictures and the stories that we've personally experienced along the way. And so that's why we want you to be a part of this experience in the Serengeti in Tanzania and Zanzibar, which is also a part of Tanzania. So I want to show you two quick videos that we got two of them, two quick videos, so you can get a glimpse of it. Now, what Coach Cass has in store for you is going to be just a little different from what you see, but I want you to understand the magnitude of this experience that you're going to have in Tanzania and Zanzibar. So y'all ready? So take a look at this clip. As a matter of fact, let me make sure I'm spotlighted right here so everybody can see. There we go. All right, so you can see right here, just a couple of quick clips. I'll jump in, jump out. Take a look at this.
I want to welcome everybody to Tanzania. Now, does everybody know the theme for this trip is to what? Relax and what? Enjoy. So I think everybody can tell we're going to have a good time already.
Apply the heat and the balloon will rise.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Man, the drop line, it was special. It was special. I want to welcome
It was special. It was special. Again, that's just a glimpse. That's from a previous experience that we had. And of course, this will be an all adult encounter with the continent. And you'll have a chance, if you want to, take advantage of the hot air balloon. But you'll be on the safari. And then, of course, you saw the beach there in Zanzibar and all of the different activities. And that was a glimpse inside of it. But that is something that you can look forward to. And I know many people are wondering, okay, well, so what are the accommodations going to be like, especially when it comes to the Serengeti? So let me take you inside of what some of the accommodations look like. Take a look at this.
This is going into the tented lodge. So here is the bed. You get a seating area, and this is one of the more exclusive lodges that they have in the Serengeti. And you can look out, you catch this wonderful view right here. You can look out in the morning. This is what you wake up to, that view of the Serengeti. Then you come on around. So it has your power that's gonna be plugged up right there. And this is all of the other amenities, your safe, your robe, area to hang up your clothes. And then here it is. You get a chance to take a shower out here. And then if you want to, while you're taking your shower, you can take a look out into the Serengeti. And so this is what's coming. Wanted Women's Retreat coming up next year. So make sure you're a part of it, and you're going to have a great time. That's all I have to say.
All right, these are just some glimpses and some snapshots into the overall experience. But what I tell everyone is that, a few years ago, I'd never been to the continent. So 2018 was my first encounter with the continent. I went to Ghana. My second encounter was with Tanzania, and I went to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. And what happened in Tanzania was something I'll never forget. It was, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, and obviously you all won't be climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, but something special happened there. After I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, I went on the safari. I went to Zanzibar, and I said, this is a place that people need to see in person. I was so relaxed. And when I got to Zanzibar, and I was able to just kind of look out and realize that, all oceans don't rage the same way. The Indian Ocean, and watching the sunrise and then watching the sunset, and just being there in that space was something that really just kind of calmed my spirit, because obviously after climbing Mount Kilimanjaro and having that intense encounter, it was time to relax. And so that is something that I know that many of you are looking forward to. How many, if you know you need to relax a little bit, if you know you need to relax, please put a 5 in the chat, because and you're working, and maybe you're taking care of someone, or just have a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you're the owner of your business, or you're the senior manager, or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's time for you to relax. If you know that, you put a 5 in the chat, and that's something that we want to make sure that happens with this retreat coming up next year. So what I want to do is walk you through some of the days and what you'll experience, and then if you have any questions, I'll definitely be here to answer any of your questions and expound on anything that you might need some clarification on. So, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the screen. Now, if you aren't able to Read it. Don't worry. This is being recorded, so we'll make sure that we can get it back to you because some screens you might be watching on your phone, you might be watching on a screen that might be smaller. So don't worry. Just listen to what I'm sharing with you, and we'll walk you through the days. So this.
Oh, wait, Jay, we can't hear you anymore. Jay. Uh-oh. Jay.
All right, hold on. All right, I'm
Okay.
coming back. How about
Can
now?
you-
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
You
can
got
hear
me
you
now?
now.
All right, cool. All right, so what we and let me do this real quick. Let me bring up the volume just a little bit there, make sure everybody can hear me. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the days. Again, if you can't see it right now, maybe you can zoom in on your screen. You should be able to, but if not, don't worry. We'll make sure that you get all of the information. So, how this is going to work, and let me hop over here. All right. All right, so day one, when you get to Tanzania, you're going to arrive at JRO. And JRO, that's the airport. That is Kilimanjaro International Airport. So you're going to arrive. The one thing you don't have to worry about is how you get to the hotel and how you are getting ground transportation. You do not have to worry about that at all. So you're going to arrive at Kilimanjaro International Airport. You're going to be taken to the hotel, and you'll be given time to be able to relax and just kind of unwind and get your, because the flight is, it's a pretty long journey. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So you'll be able to relax and unwind and then get ready for the activities for the next day. So then, after getting together and having the welcome dinner and going over the itinerary, you'll get ready to head out into the Serengeti. So things are going to move quickly, and you're going to hit the ground running. You're going to go to the Ngorongoro crater, and this crater is where a lot of wildlife lives. It's a extinct volcano depression. So this is where the crater is, and you'll get a chance to go there. You'll also have the opportunity to go to the Maasai village. So the Maasai village, this is where some of the indigenous population, that's where they live. So you'll have a chance to go and inside of their homes and get to meet them, and they'll tell you about their way of life. And then you'll go to the Serengeti. So the game drive, that's what they call it, that gets started on day 2, and you'll be taken out to the accommodations that I showed you. And so when you get there, you'll check in, and the beautiful part about this, the beautiful part is that all meals are included. So that's the beautiful part about this experience. So as you're heading out to the Serengeti, I want everyone to be clear, and I want everybody to understand this. You're driving out to the Serengeti, so you're going to be driving for a while because they'll stop and they'll look. You'll probably see some giraffes along the way. You'll probably see some lions along the way. I'm sure you're going to see some water buffalo, and who knows what else you see, some baboons. So that's going to be the game drive, headed out to the Serengeti. You'll check in. Then the next day, what will happen is you will go and get a full game drive experience, even more. But for those who would like to be a little bit adventurous, you'll have the opportunity to do the hot air balloon ride. And that's in addition to the scheduled itinerary. So it's optional. If you want to do it, you can, and you'll have the ability to take advantage of the hot air balloon ride. It's actually my favorite hot air balloon ride that I've experienced. I've been to Egypt many times and done the hot air balloon ride, but the hot air balloon ride over the Serengeti is something special. It's very peaceful, it's very quiet, and for those who are looking for a little bit of adventure, then we have that for you. So this day 3, is dedicated to the continuing with your safari experience. And just to let you know also that when you're out in nature, you're out in the wildlife, and so the roads can get a little bumpy. Just to let you know, the roads can get a little bumpy while you're out there. But everybody's been able to manage it and enjoy it, and it's something that you just won't forget, because when you go into that world, it's literally like you're stepping into a different world. And part of adventure and part of breaking outside of the daily routine is seeing something different and going into a different space. And you're just, when you're there and you're seeing the elephants walk around, you know you're in their territory. It's where they live, it's what they do. As long as you don't bother them, they don't bother you. You know, it's a very, even with all of that, it's a very peaceful experience. So, and then it also gives you time to reflect, because you're sitting there and you're looking out at nature and you realize that the world is so much bigger than sometimes our daily lives. And you're like, wow, look at this. And you're looking around at Pride Rock and you're looking around at the gorge, and you, for those who are familiar with the Lion King movie, you actually see it come to life. So this is what's happening on the first part of the experience. And then day 4 is when everyone heads back. And so this is heading back to, and the way that we've done this is to actually make it a little bit easier for everyone. So you're leaving the Serengeti, and then you're heading back to get ready to go to Zanzibar. But we're going to give you some time in between, because the drive and riding around, we want to give you an extra night there before you head to Zanzibar, which will be taking place the next morning. And so again, you'll check into the hotel in a city in Kilimanjaro, so right outside of Mount Kilimanjaro, and then early the next morning you'll head over to Zanzibar. So then this is where it gets real fun, or even more, I should say. Y'all see that picture right there? This is when you get to Zanzibar. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Now we have a special catamaran activity that reserved. So in other words, you will have your own catamaran. You'll go out in the Indian Ocean. There'll be food on the boat. There'll be music. I mean, it'll be whatever the experience that you want to create. And I tell you, everyone enjoys the catamaran experience. If you want to snorkel, if you want to swim, you can do all of that. And it's the perfect cap or ending to the safari experience, because you've done the safari. You're like, okay, I've seen the animals. I've enjoyed it. I've been able to spend some time in nature. Now it's time for me to spend some time here on the beach and relax and enjoy the experience in Zanzibar. And when you fly over, you see the color of the water change. It turns to that beautiful blue, clear blue color. And there you are. Now you're in Zanzibar. And so as you are relaxing, obviously getting to Zanzibar and participating in the catamaran activity, that evening you go back and you're able to still rest a little bit after the trip, and then you get ready for the next day. And so the next day, you're going to go to Stone Town. And so this is where some walking is involved. Stone Town, Prison Island, and the Spice Tour. And Zanzibar, actually a cluster of islands known as the Spice Islands. So you'll have a chance to go and learn about all the different spices, actually sample the different spices. If you want to purchase spices, you can do that for anybody out there who likes to cook. So this will be available to you. And then you'll learn about the history of Stone Town. You'll also get a chance to go see the giant tortoises, and that happens on day 6. Then on day 7, for those who have heard about the world famous Rock Restaurant, you'll get a chance to go to the Rock Restaurant. It's also a beach day for those who would like to spend some time on the beach. And then you'll get a chance to go to Jozani Forest as well. So all of this is happening right there in Zanzibar for those who are interested in that experience there with the beach, and then also with the Rock Restaurant. So that's if you pull it up, you definitely learn more about it. And then on your free day, because there is a free day, you can explore even more of Zanzibar. And Coach Cass may have some things that that she wants to do on that day. She'll let you know, of course, but you do have that time to explore. Then on day 9, you head back to Kilimanjaro, catch a flight back to Kilimanjaro, and then you get ready to depart on day 10. So it is a 10-day experience in Tanzania. Now, let me go up here and give you the rundown on everything as far as the investment into yourself. That's how I always look at it, the investment into yourself, and I'll explain everything. So here's what it looks like. For only $199, you can reserve your space. It is taking place July 25th through August the 3rd, 2025. So you have roughly, I guess, about 9 months or so to prepare. So for those who are taking advantage of the early bird options, this is what the the package breakdown looks like. So for early bird, if you pay in full, double occupancy per person. I like for everyone to understand that it's per person, double occupancy per person. You're looking at $5,239. And then if you pay in full for the single occupancy, this is where you have your own room to yourself, you're looking at $6,239. And then if you're looking for, maybe you want to break it up into 3 payments, the double occupancy early bird option, $53.44. And then if you're looking for the single occupancy with the 3 payment option, $63.69. And then we can continue to go down. And if you would like to have the additional like 9 months to pay, then you have the early bird monthly payment plan with double occupancy per person, $54.99, and then for the single occupancy, $65.55. And this, now just to be very clear with everyone, this does not include international airfare. So this does not include international airfare. And the airline that we suggest, and I'll come over here, the airline that we suggest to get to Kilimanjaro. Now, you can use several different ones, but the one that we suggest is Ethiopian Airlines because it has a direct flight into Addis Ababa, and then it'll take you right into JRO, which is Kilimanjaro International Airport. Emirates has a flight that goes to Kilimanjaro as well, and so does Qatar Airlines and Kenya Airways also. But the one that I've always taken to Tanzania has been Ethiopian Airlines. And so one of the things we also encourage everybody to do is to make sure that you get travel insurance. Anytime you travel internationally, we encourage you to get travel insurance with the medical option and the cancel any reason option in the event that your plans change. So life happens and things happen. So we want to make sure that you protect your investment and you also get the travel insurance. And when you sign up, we do have some suggested travel insurance providers that you have the option to select from. But the thing that I tell everyone is this, and this is what, for me and for so many others, I didn't travel most of my life, and I typically looked to travel places that were close by because I was afraid. Honestly, I was afraid of getting on the plane. I was afraid of all kinds of things, the unknown. I was believing people who hadn't traveled places and all the fears that they had. And so one day I woke up and I said, you know what? If I'm not careful, I'll spend my entire life listening to someone else's fears and someone else's limitations, and I will not experience what I'm supposed to experience. And so I was reminded of the scripture that talked about how God did not give us a spirit of fear, but gave us a spirit of power and a sound mind. And so if I'm saying, well, if I don't have a spirit of fear, or if I'm not supposed to, why am I always afraid? Why am I always thinking about the different things or anything that what somebody else says with their fear? And I said, I'm going to walk by faith. And what I could not see on the other side of that, because I'm walking by faith and I'm really not walking by sight. I'm really just like, you know what? There has to be more to life than the grind. There has to be more to life than doing the same thing every single day. I could not see the transformation that was going to occur on the other side. And so when I started the process, I was afraid. I almost canceled. I went through it. Life started happening. Life was lifing. And I said, you know what? I think I'm going to cancel my trip to Africa. This was back in 2018. And it was about a month before the trip. And I said, I'm going to cancel. I'll go next year. Had I canceled that trip in 2018 and decided to push it back until 2019, I did not see a pandemic coming. I didn't see how the world was going to change. I didn't understand any of that. And when I was in the process of getting ready to cancel, I realized, I said, you know what? this is not, I can't cancel because I put so much effort and energy into this, and I have to go with what I'm feeling on the inside. When I got on that plane, I was afraid because I hadn't been on a plane for that long of a period of time. But I said, you know what? God got me. I'm gonna be all right. And I got on the plane. They fed me, so I was good. You know, after I got up there 2 hours, they fed me. I watched a few movies, and the next thing you know, I'm landing. Now that was about a 10-hour flight. And I was like, wow, that wasn't that bad. And I said, you know what? Now I'm gonna go fly somewhere else. And so, you know, now I'll get on the plane and fly 16 hours where I didn't want to get on the plane for 1 hour. So what I'm saying for you is that when you are going through the rat race and doing the same things and you want to explore the world, nobody else is going to do this for you but you. You're the only person who's going to come in and actually get up and walk and have the ability to get up and walk. You're the one who has this ability to see what's on the other side, to see what's going to happen with Coach Cass and all the other ladies that are going to be in Tanzania and Zanzibar, and not be the person who looks back and says, well, I was supposed to be there. I know I was supposed to be there. You'll be the person who says, I was there. And I was able to receive what I was supposed to receive so that I can share what I'm supposed to share. Because for many of us, we are the ones in our families who have the influence. We're the ones in our communities who have the influence. We're the ones, whether it be in our businesses and our jobs and our careers, who have the influence. So the more that we enrich ourselves with experiences and knowledge, then that gives us even more authority when people listen to us. So this is something that you're being invited to. I don't know, how it resonates with you, but if you know, there's a reason that you were drawn to be here tonight. There's a reason that you heard and you're like, you know what, let me go at least see what's going on. And I'll give you this last thought and then I'll open the floor for any questions. The one thing that we used to, back then I used to speak to scarcity. And when I say speak to scarcity, I would think from scarcity. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. But then I thought to myself, I said, you know what am I going to miss out if I don't do this? And sometimes, depending on what culture you come from, because I came from a culture where everybody was like, I don't know if we can do this. I don't know if we can make this happen. I had to shift my mindset and I had to shift really my faith level to say, you know what? I can do this. I work hard. I've spent money on so many other things. Y'all know what I'm telling you. I've spent money on all kinds of things that weren't fruitful. And now it's time to invest into myself. And what better person to invest in myself so that I can be a blessing to other people. So you are invited to be a part of this transformative experience next July, in Tanzania and Zanzibar with Coach Cass. And that's the deal. So here it is. If you want to go, you can make it happen. And now it's time to make a decision and make it happen. That's the bottom line. So, Coach Cass, I'm sure there's some questions. I want to be able to answer the questions and get ready for this amazing experience in Tanzania and Zanzibar.
Ah, fabulous. Can y'all clap it up? Give some clap of hands to Brother Jay, okay? And just in case you didn't see down in the chat, we have a special code for those of you that take action this evening. So when you use the code WANTED, make sure that you put in the promo code, okay? So when you're checking in the checkout, make sure to put in the promo code. We don't know how to do it after, so make sure you put the promo code in, WANTED, for $250 off. It is absolutely amazing. And remember, for those of you that sign up, we're also gonna ship you this shirt. It might be a nightgown, okay? You also get a free t-shirt from our Wanted Woman Live event. I know some ladies came in a little bit later, Jay. So for those of you that have a question, I'd love for you to start raising your hands. I just wanted to show you a little bit of what some of the other ladies had to say on our last retreat. So you know what the Wanted Woman retreat is. It's a time to get away. There are no actual workshops. Y'all be like, what? What do you mean? Let me tell you. If it was up to you, you would learn all day, every day. So there needs to be space in your life where you can just be and enjoy what this world has to offer us, right? This is a judgment-free zone where we see and we hear you. And Wanted means women achieving new triumphs every day. So we seek to celebrate exactly who you are. So let me go ahead and just play this video real quick. Beep, beep.
I really, really enjoyed connecting with the women here. The experiences were amazing. The excursions we've done so far have been awesome. Having a good balance of downtime and actually going out and like adventuring in the country has been such a great balance. But I think ultimately the most moving moment for me was just sitting down and having conversations at the end of the day and really getting to know the women who are on the trip.
So understand that the people that we attract are professional women from all of the country that are doing the daggone thing. Now, if you've already signed up, go ahead and drop in the chat, I've signed up, right? And before you say your question, go ahead and say you signed up, Sister Shauna, because I know you coming, sis. So go ahead, what you got? What's your question, sis? And if anybody's having any trouble signing up right now, just let us know in the chat. If you're in the middle of signing up, go ahead, say in the middle in the chat so we know. Okay, go ahead, Shauna. What'd you say, sis?
So my question is, like I have my, oh, wait a minute. Okay. So my question is, like I have my, miles on my travel plan, my airline plan. And so those flights are not coming in at the desired time. So is it a situation where you could share like what shuttle we should use if we're coming in after hours? Because I mean, I realize it's not going to be like super shuttle, like if you have here in the States or anything like that. So if I'm coming in later, because I mean, hey, free 99 works for me. So if I have enough miles to cover my airfare, I just want to be like, that's what I'm going to do. So I just want to understand the arrival time.
So no matter what time you come in, we'll make sure you get picked up.
Okay.
That is. So if you come in 3 o'clock in the morning, you get picked up 3 o'clock in the morning.
Roger that.
You said you taken care of, sis. You taken
Hey,
care
too
of.
easy.
I love it. I love it. All right, Rena, what you got?
Hi, so if I come in a day before, do you have a recommended hotel to stay in?
Absolutely, absolutely. So that is well, there are a couple of them that you can stay at, but there's one that we will recommend, and that will be in the city of Arusha. And so we'll give you all of those details for sure.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other
That's all the
questions?
questions? That's all the questions? What? What in the world? That's all the questions we got. Okay, Rhonda, come on, girl.
All right. So my question is, I know there's double occupancy and single occupancy. I know I'm by myself, but is there any way of matching up if you wanted to double occupancy with someone?
Yes. Well, based on the numbers, right? So we don't
Yeah,
guarantee
yeah.
it, but when you buy a double occupancy, our goal is to match you with another double occupancy person based
Okay.
on availability and, even odd. I got a second grader. So as long as we got somebody to match you with, I am very intentional about who I match anybody with. Anybody here ever been matched by me with a roommate? I don't know if anybody here has been matched by me with a roommate, but Dolores, yeah, Dolores, I matched you with a roommate before. How'd it go with your roommate? You could unmute.
Yes. Valley, I love my roommate, Jill. It's like she was a joy. We had a great time.
Yeah. So we are very intentional, Rhonda, in terms of personality and all that good stuff. I can't make any guarantees, right? But we do have rules that we lay out, right, Dolores, at the beginning of our
Yes.
trips. No naked people. Not
Nah,
everybody
we're not doing
understands
that.
But I went
Code
on
of conduct.
we had one trip where one woman, she was just always naked in her room and she had a roommate. So we had to lay down the rules that if you want to be naked, that's in the bathroom by yourself, right? It's very
Yes.
simple. So
Yes. Makes sense. Makes sense.
oh, Ursula, you loved your roommate too? You wanna unmute? Did you love your roommate? Oh, Rita said she loved hers, huh? Go ahead, Ursula.
Rena said she loved her. We were roommates. Hey, Rumi Rena. Yes, I love it. You was very intentional and you was right on point. Thank you, Coach K.
You're welcome, Ursula. So Rena and Ursula came with us, Wally. So did Dolores, right? So we are very intentional about the roommate situation, Rhonda. So you are not left alone. Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Anybody else have a question? Who's already signed up? Who's in the middle of signing up? So I see Alicia, Carolyn, Crystal, Dawn, Dolores, Dion, Enyonem. Is it Gina, Jania? I don't want to mess you up. Karen, Lori, Lindsay, Phyllis, Renee, Rhonda, Rena, Roberta, Rose, Shauna, Stacy, Ursula. Did I tell y'all that Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm are available? That they could work out all your payment plans on the back end, like all the way. So literally taking away every excuse. I know money can be funny sometimes, but they can take care of it for you, pay up front for you, and you still get the discount for paying in full. So you save when you pay in full, you save big time. So you could use one of those options as well in order to book your room. Yes, ma'am. Alicia says she signed up. Come on. Go, Alicia. Alicia. Come off mute, girl. What made you say yes to our Wanted Woman retreat, sis?
Hey there. So my friend Don Murray has been traveling with you for several years and has been asking me to go for several years. And I have just been like, I don't know. I don't really know. And then finally, she was like, okay, you need to go to this trip. Okay. And when I saw it, I absolutely was like, yeah, I'm going. I'm out. I'm there. Okay. Especially since I had time since it's next year and I had to plan and, schedule, etc. And just seeing the average, how you all promoted it. And I love nature. I've always wanted to go to the safari. It was everything. So I'm there. I'm there with you. And so I want to give all the credit to my bestie, Dawn Murray. Like she absolutely should get the credit for getting me on board because otherwise I would have been at work.
Well, we see you and we hear you, Alicia. Is it Alicia or Alicia?
It's both. It depends on who you're talking to, right?
I'm Jamaican, so
I answer to that and other names, so it's fine.
All right, cool. Well, welcome, sis. Welcome. Dawn, you want to say anything of why you keep coming back on these trips with us?
Well, this one I'm going to blame on Renee. And I told Renee I'm going to be broke for the next year following her because she's like, yeah, come on, let's go. But I keep coming and I've told my best friend about it because we have so much fun. And even though you say there's not workshops or anything like that, the conversations that we have and like just the deep thought that we get into with each other, it's just like being at a conference, really, but having the fun too. So I'm in. Like I said, Renee's going to make me eat ramen noodles for the next year. When we look at those prices, I'm trying to get some points with Shauna, but we're going to be there.
I'm here for it. Well, Dawn is coming to every trip, okay? She's coming to Antigua. She's coming to Africa. She's coming back to Fort Lauderdale.
Right. So don't let Dawn fool you. I'm sorry, jump in. Don't let Dawn fool you by that Roman noodles thing. I'm just going to be her bestie and tell y'all the truth. Okay, whatever. We going to be there.
I love it. I love it. Okay, anybody else have a question? Anybody else in the middle of signing up? Alicia, we need your address to be able to send you one of your extra large t-shirts.
Absolutely. Should I put in the chat or what? How do I do that?
Yeah. Drop it in the chat. That'll make it easy. Then Jill, you could pick it up.
Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else? I see you. Anybody else have a question or in the middle of signing up? Dun, dun, dun. Brother Jay is here. It's nice to look at a good looking man, y'all. Y'all over here just missing out on letting him talk some more. Okay.
I have a question.
Okay, Shauna.
Just so I'm clear, it's not an ECOWAS country, right?
No,
okay.
not an ECOWAS. Where's your passport? What's your ECOWAS passport?
Oh, I got two. I got the U.S. and I got the Sierra Leone.
I do too. I'm Sierra Leone.
Oh, okay, cuz.
Yeah.
What are you,
Which
Mende?
ethnic group? I'm Timide.
Mende?
Okay, so you're Mende. I'm Timide. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. See. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right.
I love it. So for those of you who don't know, if you go to, what is it, ancestry.com, africanancestry.com, 23andMe, all those things, but we love African ancestry because we know the people that started it. But essentially, if you can show that you have lineage to Sierra Leone, you can get a passport. Is that correct, y'all?
That's correct.
That is correct. Yeah,
That's
so
correct.
some information for y'all. So maybe everybody here can get their African ancestry and see all your lineage, see what's going on. So y'all can feel extra African when you get to Africa. Like right now, I did
Beautiful
my
country.
baby. She got Nigeria in there. We got Benin. We got Senegal. You know, I'm feeling extra African. Go ahead, Rhonda. What you saying, sis?
What are there any like shot requirements, vaccines, things like that?
Yeah, only if you're coming from a country that has yellow fever, and you're not, so you'll be coming from the U.S. So outside of
Okay.
that, you do not have any vaccination requirements for Tanzania.
Okay.
Amen.
Thank you.
And for my fellow military people, we got that shot. So if you have your record, and it's legible because mine wasn't, so I had to get another shot. But yeah.
All right. When I went to Kenya, I had to get a lot of shots, but it was only available for 10 years, so mine done expired. All right.
Yeah, but the military be pumping us full of a lot of stuff. So
This is a recorded line. I don't want nobody coming for us. Don't tell us, Shauna. Jay, you got anything else to tell the ladies? Anything that we did not ask? I'm excited about the hot air balloon. I'm definitely gonna opt in for that. Anybody else gonna do the hot air balloon with me, or am I gonna be up there by myself? Anybody else? Dolores, you gonna do it with me? Oh snap! Dolores gonna do it with me.
Oh, that's the highlight. That's the highlight. There's so many highlights, and that's what I want everybody to understand, that we curate this in such a way that you get samples of so many different experiences, and you'll take so many pictures, and they'll be your pictures. But that hot air balloon is something you'll never forget. You'll never forget it. So, but that's it. I mean, I just want everybody to come and have a good time and enjoy the experience. Yeah.
You know, Jay, now you didn't say that one thing you sent me a text about today. You out here playing games like this is gonna be available by the end of the week, right? So you sent me a text yesterday that was
Oh, yeah.
like alarming, like you were sounding an alarm. So can you please let the
Nope.
ladies know how serious this is? And it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do
Yes.
with where we going. Mhm.
That's right. Okay, so this is high time. When we're talking about July 2025, that is high season, I should say, in Tanzania. So the spaces are filling quickly. So if you feel like, okay, this is something I'm going to do, I would strongly suggest that you at least put your deposit down to secure your space, because I would not be surprised if over the next couple of weeks we come back and say that, it is sold out, simply because the availability. It is peak season in Tanzania, or one of the peak seasons, I should say. So I would encourage you to do that. If you're thinking about it, do it. Secure your space, and that's the one thing that I got the call from Tanzania. They said, "Hey, I'm in Ghana now, but I got the call from Tanzania saying, hey, you know what? Let your folks know that it's getting busy. It's getting hot over here in Tanzania in July. And meaning, when I say that, meaning it's high season and it's busy time. Obviously it's right in the middle of our summertime. And a lot of folks from Europe come down and they vacation in East Africa, and they vacation in particular in Tanzania. So get on board. Let's make it happen.
So one thing you should know about me, guys, wherever we go, it's going to be the best season for us to be there. So that is the best season. I saw somebody ask, is it cool there? It's between 80s and 90s, right? So it's not like ridiculously hot where it can get, but it's just like right there where it's all good, like the cooler nights, right, Jay? Is that how that goes?
That's right. That's right. And it's and you'll enjoy it. It's cooler nights. It's not overwhelmingly hot or anything like that. I mean, it's going to be warm, but you will prepare you for it. So you'll have culture training. You all will already be a family leading up to the trip. But again, all you have to do is put your $199 down. That secures, that holds your space. So that's what we want to emphasize tonight, to go ahead and get in, because there's nothing like looking back and everybody else is sharing the videos and the pictures and we did it and we had a great time, and then you're like, I could have gone. So please hear what I'm saying, because I've watched it happen in Tanzania because it is so popular and so many people love to go.
Man. And we have women from 30s to 70s going. So for any of you that are like, well, I don't know if I could go because of my age, sis, if you can walk, you can do, right? Now, we do have some bumpy rides that Jay talked about, but he has set it up in a way that it's safe, and you listen to the man, you will be all right.
Yes, I've led more than 1,000 people to Africa in the past 3 years. So we have folks in Africa right now, in Ghana, like 4 groups coming in. So you're in good hands, and just know this is something that we do, and we do it from the heart. We do it because we want you to have this experience, and you'll know that you're well taken care of every step of the way.
Yeah. You also could have an opportunity to like swim with turtles. I think that's like an optional excursion. So you know, he gonna set it up for us, ladies. We're gonna have the ultimate experience on the continent. I know some of you have been to South Africa, some of you have never been to Africa. So you know, to toe dip in the which ocean is this? The Indian Ocean?
The Indian Ocean.
Right? I'm real excited. Karen Brown, hey lady, are you going? Karen Brown, you got a question from Carolyn Grady. She want to know, are you going? Go ahead and come off mute, girl. Come off mute.
Yes, Carolyn, I'm going. Come on. Sign up now.
Karen is going. She is signed up. Okay, she's not playing any games. I love it. Rhonda, did you have another question, or was that your hand from before?
Actually, I do. It was my hand from before, but I'm trying to do the deposit, but it keeps taking me to make me pay $5,000 in full. So
Wait.
I want to do the deposit, but it's not stopping there.
Can you share your screen? Are you on your computer?
I'm on my cell phone. Maybe that's the problem.
Just kidding. Okay. So
Scroll down and make sure that it's the one that says the one that's not pay in full. That's what I think. That's Coach Cash. You wanted to see which one she was selecting.
Yeah, because okay, so I'm at the top. It says $199. Make a deposit for $199. And I already hit the book now for that, but it doesn't do anything but take me down to the early bird, which I still kind of want to do the early bird, but I don't want to do it like right this minute. I want to do the $199.
Share your
Sure.
screen, Jay. Share your screen, Jay. Let's see.
Okay, let's see here if I can.
Yeah, you go do. Yeah, because I'm like, what is happening?
All right, let's see here. All right, let me pull my screen up. All right. I've not shared my screen on Zoom in so long. Let me see here. See, y'all seeing my deficiency here. All right, here we go.
You see like 3 seconds ago. What are you talking about?
No, it was a different screen. It was a different. All right, here we go. All right, here we are.
All right. So how do you get to the one that's the 199? Is that the one on the right?
We're going to scroll down. So what you don't want to do, because it seems like you're clicking this one and it's sending you in the, not a loop, but sending you over.
Yeah, it's sending me like it's on my phone. It's like the 199 has the thing book now. So I hit it. Then it.
Okay. So this is what you're going to do, and everybody can follow along. So you don't want to click these 2 options here, because those are the pay in full options. So if you want to do the 3 payment option, you can select here. So you'll scroll down.
Oh.
And there you go. Or if you want to do the extended one, I believe it's 9 months, then you could click the book now option there. And this is what should come up. So you select one traveler. And are you traveling alone, or are you traveling with someone else?
Well, I'm traveling alone, looking for a double occupancy person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to do double occupancy. Okay. So what you would do at that point, we can go back and this is probably good for everybody to see this. So if you're doing double occupancy, let's go back. All right. This is the good Ghana Wi-Fi right here. It's taking its time. All right. So we're going to go back. Let me scroll back down. So double occupancy. If you're doing the early bird monthly payment plan, double occupancy. And then
I would to same
scroll,
place. Tanzania.
then and right here, I don't know if you decide to do the hot air balloon, this is where you would add it. If not, then you would continue to move forward.
And you can add
And
it later,
then
right, Jay? The hot air balloon?
yes,
Okay.
yes. And
Don't
you
forget
can
the
read, and
promo
this is
code. Don't forget the promo code.
don't forget the promo code. Let me come
Right
on
there
over
on the
here.
right. Wanted. Right there on the right.
Wanted.
Yeah,
There we
wanted.
go.
Okay. We gotta put the wanted.
There we go. Wanted.
N-E-E-D.
I don't know what. There we, then you
Then
hit
hit
apply.
Very
There you go.
good.
The 250 comes off.
But look on the left, right, y'all? It doesn't have to be $199. So if you're like, oh, in my account, I have $1,000, you could change that $199 to whatever, right? So it could be as low as $199, or you could put whatever in there, right? And then you
Right.
hit continue to check
That's it.
out.
Continue to check out. So it takes, you saw where the 250 came off. And then from there, it'll ask you for your information. And this is where it says new customer. You enter your name, your first name, last name, email address, confirm that. And then your number is going to send you a verification code and you will begin the process. And it's a simple
Okay.
process, just like that.
I got it. Now that I went all the way down to the 3 payment option.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now you could do the monthly. All right, boom. So
There you
that was
go.
helpful. Now, Sheila, we know you missed the party, but we're going to Africa, sis, and you should come. All right, we can send the replay to you as soon as we hit this so that you can get it. But essentially, this is an amazing retreat where majority of the women who are on right now are going. And Yonam, congratulations on signing up, sis. Woo, woo, woo. So come off mute, girl, because I missed you last week. Come on, come off mute. Tell me you're alive. How you doing?
Yes, you missed me last week. I'm good. Sister's good. So everything went well. But yeah, just so you know, I don't miss my international trips. So I already got a backup plan in place. So if somebody needs to be with my sister, another family member's gonna be going because I make it to my international trips.
So what made you say yes to join us in Tanzania and Zanzibar?
So I actually looked at the previous recording of this info section, and I was considering going to Tanzania and Zanzibar with 2 other groups.
Oh.
And one of the groups, that's all I'm gonna say. I've been with them, and I'm like, I can't do another one with them. I just can't. And it's not that it's all bad. It's just that our personalities don't match. That's all I can say. And you got to know who you vibe with. And because, you know, I was part of Real Love Network, I know these ladies. And I can vibe with these ladies. And so, and then I looked at the itinerary and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so wonderful.
It's nice.
And there's, yeah, so it's like, just do it. Don't do it. So I did.
Get into it. Come on, and you're now. I'm so excited because we've never met in person, huh?
Yes, we met in person in Cabo.
In Cabo.
Yep, in Cabo. You were there hosting, being a hostess for another group back in, what was that, 2021?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go. There we go. It's been a long time. It's been a lot of
Yes.
years. I haven't seen you in many years. So we need to get it back together. I'm excited. I'm excited. And you're welcome. Oh my goodness. All right. So anybody else have any questions? What time is it in Ghana right now, Jay?
It is 1:04 a.m.
Oh, hallelujah. I don't understand how you just never look tired. You drink like green juice all day. Like, what is this?
I slept early. I got a power nap in. You know, I've done some of these at 4 o'clock in the morning because if I'm in East Africa, it's like 8 hours ahead sometimes. And it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and then 4 o'clock Tanzania time.
I definitely think that's what it was though. I definitely think that's what it was. When we were in Bali, we dropped this trip. So our Bali people got first dibs on this trip and Jay did a whole thing for us. That's where that video came from. I want to say it was bright and early when
It was. Yeah, definitely. That was like almost live.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Y'all This is amazing. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So for those of you that are on the fence, I will say that, you know, when you sit on the fence, you get hit from both sides. You just go ahead and make a decision now. You coming or you're not coming? Go ahead and drop in the chat if you're coming. If you're coming, say I'm coming, right? Just go ahead. Rhonda says she said she all signed up. Come on, Rhonda, let's do. Congratulations, Rhonda.
Thank you.
We are
Thank you.
excited to have you, sis. We are excited to have you.
Yeah, I
Yes.
wanted to go to those two places, Zanzibar and Tanzania, and I'm like hitting all of my wish lists. Probably, I'm going on a solo cruise in December for my birthday. I'm going to Ghana in January, and I'm hitting my other wish list, which is Zanzibar and Tanzania. I'm ready. I'm just gonna
Ready.
hit it.
Oh, come on. This, you know, they say that the happiness is not being on the trip, but it's like looking forward to the trip. I'll tell you that it's both, right? So because we have a good time and we curate just really good people from what you could catch from those who have spoken about who's going, but it's the anticipation of, and then the actually getting there and understanding that, you know, our intention is just for you to feel like a queen, for you to feel like a wanted woman. So we are just absolutely excited for those of you that have made a decision to join us. For those of you that are like, oh no, I don't know, ask your question now. Now is the time, because as the website said, those are early bird prices. So guess what? The price is gonna go up. And the discount's gonna go away. And the t-shirt ain't gonna be here, right? Hey, did y'all drop your addresses so I can send you your nightgown, your t-shirt, your extra large t-shirts that I have from Wanted Women Live still sitting here. Okay, so drop your addresses for those of you that want your t-shirt that signed up tonight. Okay, so I think that was you, Rhonda, that was you and your name, right? So anybody else on the fence have a question? Anything else we need to say to help you?
I'm not on the fence, but I have a question.
Come on.
So as far as like currency, do we need to, I mean, I know doing the exchange before you leave the States is a loss. So is that something we're going to do when we get in country, or is it okay just to use your ATM? What's the situation with that?
Oh, great question. Well, you would want to exchange your money for Tanzanian shillings once you arrive in Tanzania. So you can do that at the airport when you arrive, and then you would convert your US dollars to Tanzanian shillings. You would bring large bills. So you would bring either a $50 or $100 bill, you know, however many bills you would want to exchange. And then you would not want your bills to be any older than 2013. We have culture trainings that will prepare you for it, so you don't have to worry about any of that. We have a full rundown on how to go about doing it. Some people try to exchange it on the front end before they leave the US, but oftentimes they do not carry many African currencies in the US. Or I've watched sometimes where they did get it, but they got the wrong currency. So they were like, oh, I'm getting the Cameroon. Well, they thought they were getting the CFA that would be good in one country, but there are two CFAs. So that's why I always suggest getting the currency in the country, because then you know you have the right currency, and we'll make sure that you're good. So no worries as far as currency exchange.
So you have a guy.
Say it again.
I like, so you have a guy.
Oh, yeah.
The exchange for us. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
you can go right there to the exchange right there. But our whole team in Tanzania, Tanzania is our East African base. So we have a full team based in Tanzania. So you all are going to get that first hand experience from our team right there on the ground. So no worries.
Okay, and then my other question is about like for the insurance. Maybe I missed it in some of your emails, but who's your recommended insurer for the travel insurance versus, if I find one on my own? I'm just curious.
Well, there is. I'm going to put it right here, and you'll be able to see. Let me know if everyone, okay, make sure that everyone can see this. There we go. Make sure I spelled it right. And this has all of the different options. If it's Allianz, AIG, Travel Guard, so many different ones. You can, and you would make the decision, but these are the ones that link will take you to where you can kind of compare. And it's always good to get it early in advance because there it is. And I recommend that you get it within 10 days of booking your trip. And that way you can take advantage of the cancel any reason. And you can take advantage of just, lower rates. The closer you get to anything, things cost more. So that's why we have it. So everybody should be able to see that link. And you also got it. All right, cool. It's right there in the chat. You're very welcome.
So here's the thing, right, y'all? Anything happens, right? So we have seen a little bit of everything. So for me, right, in terms of getting to a trip, we had a young lady one time that was coming to a country with us and had reported her passport as lost or stolen. She found it. She got on the plane. She got all the way to the country, y'all. We were in Costa Rica, got all the way to Costa Rica, and then they wouldn't let her out the gate. They were like, oh, you reported this lost or stolen. We can't let you in the country. She was like, but y'all let me get on a plane from America to come all the way over here to come over, and you won't let me out the gate? She had to get interrogated and they put her back on a plane to go back home and she couldn't get up straight. So money gone, right? No travel insurance. We had another person, somebody passed away in their family, right? So money gone, no travel insurance, right? So, and then Jay has a story about some people in Mexico.
That's right. They they were on a cruise and they didn't have the travel insurance and had a medical emergency. I think it was a diabetic episode and they had to go to the hospital. And before they could leave the hospital, they had to pay the hospital cash money. They didn't have the cash money, so Tyler Perry ended up coming along and paying the bill. And they said in the interview, they said, we wish we would have had the travel insurance because that was a small investment to make sure that we didn't encounter what they encountered. So that's why we encourage it, and everyone appreciates it should you need it, and you don't even think about it if you don't.
Yeah, 100%. So anytime I travel, I get travel insurance because you just never know, right? You never know. And you don't want to wait until 2 days before because anything can happen between now and then. So we just want to be safe, right? So we care about your safety. All right. All right, Brother Jay. I think everybody got their questions out. Shauna,
I have a question. Great presentation, Jay. I want to know when does the early bird special end?
Oh,
I think I missed that.
got it. So now, Jay, in terms of these hotel rooms, you said they're going to expire in a couple of weeks. That's what you said?
Well, everything they're can get booked up tomorrow. It's with travel, anything can happen. So we're trying to hold them a little bit longer, but
So we're looking at November 1st for the early bird special to expire, Stace.
yes.
All right. So anything else from anybody else? Anything else from anybody else? Remember, you could secure your spot for $199. I'm just saying. Okay. All right, y'all. So if there is a sister friend, a girlfriend that has a good attitude and a good time and awesome to be around, I'd say tell her today that she need to come on, just like our sister Dawn told Alicia to come on, and now they are together. So we want them to come on through, right? So we want y'all to come on through and join us for the Wanted Woman Retreat. So congratulations to all of you that have made a decision. For any of you that are still like, I don't know, Coach Cass, like, we have good company, we have safety, we have an awesome tour guide. We're gonna get on the hot air balloon. We're gonna get fed. We're gonna get pampered. We're gonna see history. We're gonna see safari. We're gonna get on the beach. We're gonna travel to 2 countries in Africa with just amazing people with good vibes. Like, we don't allow any drama on our trip. Like, all drama is left on the plane. We don't bring it. That's like a rule we have. No drama, no judgment. We have a really good time. So that's it. That's it. We have a really, really good time. So Jay, I just want to say thank you for just taking the time to be here, for doing this, for hosting this for us, for really helping us. So you guys who have signed up, you're going to get emails from Jay. So just make sure to look out for them and add them to your white list, right? So you don't miss out on them, right? Yeah, I'm excited, y'all. I'm so excited. You don't even understand. We're gonna be dancing. You're gonna have somebody teach us the dances, Jay. We need to learn the dances, okay? Because
Okay, we can make that happen. We can
yeah,
coordinate that. We
yeah,
can
we need to
coordinate it.
we need to coordinate. We need some hip shaking, some shoulder shaking, something. We gotta shake it up, right? Anybody else? Because the t-shirts go when we lock down this thing. Anybody else seeking to secure their t-shirt? Anybody else working on registering right now? So I think we got Rhonda's address. Jill, did you get everybody's address? So we got Rhonda's address and we got Enyonam's address, right? And Elise, Enyonam, did we get yours? Well, I have yours from before. Is it? Yes. Roberta, I don't think you're registered yet. So you have to go to wantedwomanretreat.com in order to register. So go to wantedwomanretreat.com and then fill out the form. Is she already registered, Jill? You tell me. Is she already registered? I might be lying. I might be lying. I can't see all the names right now. So let me not mess you up, Roberta, sis. Jill, are you here?
Yes, I'm registered. The last time we did this,
Oh, yes, you are. Okay.
I
see
mean, very registered. My money's, yeah. Where's my t-shirt, please?
No, that's for tonight, girl. That's for tonight. That's for those that sign up tonight. That's for tonight.
Nobody else is getting a t-shirt?
That's just for tonight. That's just for
So when
tonight.
we go,
That's
okay, so when we get there, half will have t-shirts and half will not.
Oh, Roberta, you know you already getting a t-shirt. You've been on these trips.
I was
Hello?
driving. Let me put my video so people can see what I look like.
Shush you.
I was driving and I couldn't even hear y'all talking.
You already know you getting good stuff.
But I'm saying I wanted to hear the conversation, but I was driving and I couldn't hear my ridiculous iPhone.
Oh,
I'm not
see,
trading in.
now we was just saying goodnight.
No, but I heard earlier I could see people talking, but as I said, I was driving, so it's okay. All right. So no additional trip, just the same one to Tanzania.
Yeah, this is the same one. This is the same one. You already coming.
And I found a fantastic place to stop off to prior to getting there. You would not believe it.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's better to get to Bali that way than going any other way out of Vegas. Out of Vegas.
Nice. Out of Vegas.
Yeah, just for like to see what it looks like. I want to see it.
Okay. Well, we excited, sis. We excited. We gonna have a good time. We gonna have a real good time.
I believe so too.
Jay, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're
all
welcome.
for being here this evening. Lori, Adila, Sheila, happy birthday. Sheila says she don't know Jay because she usually go away for her birthday, which is August 8th. And the trip ends before her birthday, and she like to be somewhere for her birthday. So you got anything to tell our sister Sheila? Cause she like, I don't know, this sound good, but I like to be somewhere for my birthday.
Oh, she can stick around, just stay a few extra days.
Hey, he said, come on.
There you go.
Just come on. Just hang out a little bit longer, right? Maybe you just hang out in Zanzibar on the beach a little bit longer. Hey, I'm here for it.
And I said Bali, I meant Dubai. It's not Bali, it's Dubai.
Oh, you
it's
good.
close to Tanzania. Yeah. Very
close. Yes, I love Dubai.
All right.
So
everybody, it's nice to see everybody again. See some familiar faces. I'm here in Vegas.
Okay, and they say on the hot air balloon. I'm here for it, Roberta. We be there together. All right. Bye, Sheila. Bye, Adila. Bye, Lori. Bye, Phyllis. Phyllis is coming. Congrats, Phyllis. Enyonam. Yes. Stacy, Rose, Carolyn. Carolyn, you still on the fence? What you saying, sis? Ursula,
Hi,
Roberta, Karen, Dolores, Shauna, and Jay. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We're going to Africa, baby.
Bye. Nice to see your faces again.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
I love it. If you're watching this replay and you haven't gotten your seat yet, just come on, sis. Just come on. Let's do it.